Hello all sentient beings and welcome to the Transmissions Podcast, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third party Transformers! On this episode of Transmissions, reissues of G1 Ravage, Rumble, Laserbeak, and Frenzy are due to hit Wal-Mart shelves. We take a deep dive into the newest photos of Masterpiece 44, Optimus Prime, and Toyhax drops a load of new stickers. Today is Wednesday, February 6, 2019, and this is episode 315 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that just barely escaped the polar vortex. I'm your host Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Yusuf, better known as Yoshi.
Yo! You know, I have not seen a single flake of snow this year, Charles.
You're just prepare for the tsunami.
Okay.
And Jeremy, aka Yakko.
I did not escape the polar vortex. Let's talk Transformers. And Yoshi, I have all the snow you could want if you want to come and get some.
No. I'm done with that part of my life. That part of my life is over.
So you might have noticed the Cybertronian Beast is not with us tonight.
Who?
He's our Canadian flavor, you know.
Oh, you mean our pineapple on pizza?
You know, he's far enough south than Canada. It's not technically Canada, is it?
I'm further north than he is.
Yeah.
All right, you guys can make that argument when he comes back, but
no, we won't. we won't do that. We talk shit behind people's back. You've known us for 5 years, motherfucker. This is how we do it.
All right, somehow we got to pull together a toy show without our toy guy, so just bear with us, everyone.
Buckle up. It's going to be rough.
All right, so let's get started. As always, we start by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who give us money on PayPal and Patreon. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate it. Sadly, no new guys this week, but to all our current Donatreons, we thank you. If you have not signed up to be a Donatreon, that's perfectly fine. Please continue to listen to the podcast.
I object.
But
we
if you
need
do,
your money.
Well, I'm getting to that, Yoshi. Let me finish. Let me finish. If you still want to support the podcast, but you don't want to commit to a long-term, monthly donation, yeah, you can just buy some merchandise from us from our store at TeePublic, and if you go through our link and buy anything from TeePublic, we will get a little bit of a kickback. So if you were going to buy something anyway, why not help us out? So just go to transmissionspodcast.com/shop. We've got some Transmissions shirts there, but you can also buy all the TeePublic shirts there, whatever you want. All right. Well, one of the perks of being a Transmissions Donatreon is that you are always automatically entered into our monthly Toyhax drawing.
Like DJ Ronan.
Yes. Like 14-time loser DJ Ronan. Sorry, DJ Ronan. He's the first name I check every day. I'm looking right at it. I'm highlighting it. Every time I set it up, I look. Is he in there? He's there.
Okay.
All right. So So of course, you can also, if you are not a Transmissions Donatreon, you can enter this monthly contest. You just got to send us an email during the month and tell us what toy you would like to get some Toyhax stickers for. Send us a picture of one of your favorite toys. Transformers toys that you would like to get stickered up from Toyhax, and that email will count as your entry into the contest. But if you are a Donatreon, you automatically are entered. You don't have to do any additional work. So.
Yeah, and this is the drawing for January.
Yes.
As well. So if you want to get into February, you still have time.
Yes. Send in those emails. Send it to contest@transmissionspodcast.com. And with the subject...
Daryl sucks.
Toyhax February drawing. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, we're going to need some help from your lovely assistant. So we would like her to pick a random number between 1 and 108.
Computer, give me a random number between 1 and 108.
Your random number between 1 and 108 is 22.
Emmers. Friend of the show, Emmers.
I like Emmers.
That's good.
It's okay that she won. It's okay.
Congratulations, Emmers. You have gotten a $10 gift code from Toyhax.com, and you can use that to buy some sticker sheets to stick on some of your Transformers figures. Congratulations, awesome. Emmers.
And Daryl will be in touch.
And yes, you might be aware that Emmers is not DJ Ronan in disguise, so sorry again, DJ Ronan. All right, well, with that out of the way, let's get right into some toy news.
All right, in toy news this week, the first thing I have is a translation from the Japanese Transformers Generation book, the 2019 book, which has an article on MP-44 Optimus Prime. Soundwaves of Oblivion.com has translated it for you, or for us, and we have the 8 pages of the article here. I'm more interested in some of these pictures here in the article. I don't know if we've really gone through a lot of it with these high quality scans. It goes into detail about the design of it. I'm still wondering about the voice box. I'm guessing that it's going to be Japanese stuff. They just wrote in the little box here, transform, like the Japanese G1 series. But I can't remember if we've actually talked about these pictures in this high quality detail. But I wasn't aware that the little, I can't remember what do they call it, the kind of the little thing that's on the arm in his trailer actually has wheels in MP-44, so it can come out and connect to roller. That's pretty cool. We get to see the entire transformation sequence of the cab. What do you guys think about this?
I unfortunately think there is way more to hate about this thing than to like. Let's start off with my favorite topic, the rubber tires. Don't they look a little flat? I mean, there's on my MP Optimus Prime, there's treads. I almost think they are bigger than what's depicted here. These tires look like they're balding and small.
I do see some tread in one of the pictures.
Do you?
Just like a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see what you're saying about like the size of them.
There's just no, I mean, especially on that side view, that just doesn't look like they're A, big enough, or B, they just don't look like tires. They just look like somebody put a rubber washer on a ring and called it good. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at the transformation page where it's a zillion pictures of how you transform this thing. Man, that seems overly complicated.
Well, it is a masterpiece figure.
I'm going to want to transform that as much as I do my Megatron, which is none. Yeah, and please feel free to disagree with me, because that is how.
No, I'm not disagreeing. That's complicated, but I just it's a masterpiece figure. So,
but I'm an idiot, and I can transform my last masterpiece Optimus Prime without the directions. Like this one, I'm going to have to go back and forth for as long as I own this thing. I don't know. The trailer looks different to me, but I can't put my finger on it. But I do absolutely love that upgrade to the, what the fuck do you call it? The armored assault fucking drone. Like that thing.
Repair drone.
With the repair drone. I mean, it looks like it can be stationary or it can roll out of there, which is just, I really do like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think you get 1,000 points of awesomeness for that, because that's really cool. Man, the back kibble is ugly. I think that. Oh, and since I haven't touched on everything, and I want to take the wind from fucking Charles, Carly, Spike, and Sparkplug look like crap too. What's going on with their midsection?
Yeah, those figures don't look good. They're tiny, and they're trying to make it articulated with, like, it looks like a waist and a midsection that's like,
yeah.
It looks bad. But it says that they have magnets on the sides of their feet, or on the soles of their feet. So I'm guessing they can stand somewhere on the figure. But he does come with a jetpack that we mentioned last week is also compatible with the Masterpiece Sideswipe.
Oh, that's cool.
Charles, what are your thoughts?
The transformation, it looks ridiculous to me. I mean, this is the consequence of having to be so slavish to the animation model in both robot mode and truck mode. Like, you basically have to turn the figure inside out to go from truck to robot, because you have to switch the windows, you have to switch the grill, you have to hide, you have to hide everything
so much.
Yeah, it's really, that's way too complex. I guess, I mean, for me, like I think the selling point for this figure is all the little gimmicks. I guess like the extras that are included.
The accoutrement.
Yeah, exactly. The rocket pack, the roller, and then the repair drone that has its own wheels now.
God, that thing's awesome. The
battle damaged Prime head, the Starscream head with Starscream shoulders. The human figures are kind of meh.
They also have a battle damaged abdomen thing to recreate from the movie.
Oh, great! Yeah,
yeah, because you want to do that.
Yeah. The face is really, I mean, the Prime head face is really, I think, really nice, really very close to the cartoon. The posability, I mean, all the poses they show off here, that's really good. Yeah, so I mean, that if you really want something that represents the animation model, I think this is it. But
now let me ask you guys something, because something's sticking out to me.
Sure, take my time, Yoshi. It's not like you had your own time. Go ahead.
No, I know, but I keep seeing shit, and it's an eyesore.
The floor recognizes the gentleman from Washington State.
Thank you. Thank you. Senator Shelton, if you'd sit down now. He's got those lights on the top of his chest like he's always had.
I do not yield my time.
Motherfucker. Will the Speaker of the House please ask the gentleman from Pennsylvania?
What do you want?
Okay, so the lights on the chest, they're orange. I think in the cartoon they're yellow. And if you look at their reference drawings, they're yellow.
Yeah, it's the same color as the things on his waist, which are different. It looks like they're a different shade on the figure.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the things that I just don't care about. These are the things that I just don't care about. I think I really don't think you need to be adhere that much to the animation model. I mean, I think you make this figure way too complex just to make it as close to the animation model as possible. Yeah. And then if you don't get every single little detail right, people like Yoshi are going to bitch at you. So is it even worth it?
My problem with trying to be so slavish to the animation model is, have they seen the animation and how things change from scene to scene?
Yeah.
Like, just look at the Autobot logo in a single episode and how many different ways it looks and is misdrawn. So really, they need to have a misdrawn Autobot logo as like a sticker you can put on. Or I guess Toyhax needs to get on that.
It just needs to be a lenticular. So whatever angle you're looking at, it's at a different fucked up view. Yeah.
Or you could just make it an Autobot shaped sticker, and then you can draw your own logos. Get like 10 of them, and you can draw different kinds of logos on them.
Hey, that'd be cool. Get just like white stickers in the shape of the logo, and you just draw your own.
Yeah.
Or go at a convention and ask an artist, like, commission them to do their version of the Autobot logo.
Yeah, that's not a bad fucking idea for a sketch cover.
Get Alex Milne to do all his like angry eyes, different expression Autobot logos that he did for More Than Meets the Eye. This is cool, but I think it's too much, and definitely not. I would not pay the price that they're asking for this. I mean,
yeah. All right. Well, I have one other thing, and this is probably gonna be quicker. I have an image here from Toy World via their Weibo or Toys Home on Weibo. They have an image of a TWC07H Dark Constructor, and this is a black and purple repaint of the original Constructor molds. It's their version of Devastator, but it's a black and purple Devastator. This is not a super high quality image, but you kind of get the idea of what it's going to look like. And personally, I think this looks pretty awesome. I mean, I probably wouldn't get it because I already have, a number of Devastators, but the color scheme really works for me. Charles, you have thoughts on this image?
It does. I'd like to see more. I mean, is this just it looks like kind of a render. It doesn't look like a picture. I'm not sure, but it does look, yeah,
I'm sure it is like a render or a Digibash.
It does look very, very slick. I mean, I'm always a fan of the classic purple and green Devastator colors, but this is a good repaint. I see it's a kind of a limited edition, so might be a little bit on the pricey side, but for those who want it, there it is.
All right, Yoshi, what do you think of this?
It's not for everybody. I do like the purple, how they're trying to make it look metal. There's something that kind of screams G2 about that, and I can't put my finger on it. But I feel like the fact that it's just that and black, it's not enough. Like, it kind of looks cool as Devastator, but I think individually it wouldn't. I think if they were just the individual bots or construction vehicles, it wouldn't work.
I can see that.
Yeah. But I do like what they're doing with the purple. It needs more detail in unfortunately other colors to make it flow. I think it's not.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if we saw a better image, it would help. But yeah. All right. Well, those are the things that I got. Yoshi, what do you have this week?
Well, Jeremy, we've got some more G1 reissues coming down the pipe. Latest rumors are showing us pictures with G1 Ravage, Rumble, Laserbeak, and Frenzy. So these are tapes that you can insert into Soundwave, and they're on cards, just like you could get them back in the day. And there's no specific price or release date yet, just that they're coming. Man, I've got a tear-filled memory of me begging my dad for these when they were in the store, and he just looked down at me and whispered, "No." So, yeah, what do you think, Jeremy? Are you going to get these?
I would love to get these. I only have like I don't have an actual G1 Soundwave, but the reissues I have Ravage and Laserbeak or Buzzsaw. I can't remember which. So I would love to get these, to get the Rumble and Frenzies as well. And I'm pretty sure we are getting a reissue Soundwave as well.
Yeah, that comes with Buzzsaw, I think.
Yeah. So
that's 5 tapes you could potentially own.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
people. I
yield the
floor to Charles.
No.
You can finish, Jeremy. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just going to say, I can't wait to see people, people will buy it and then, return the thing to Walmart with a different figure in the box. I want to see someone return it with, the blue tape in the Rumble slot because they have the red tape as Rumble. Just swap it. No one will get it but Transformer fans,
and they'd take it.
I yield my time.
What do you think, Charles? These are cute. They're adorable, and they'll kick your ass.
I would love to get these. I never had the tapes as a kid. I had a Soundwave with Buzzsaw, but I never had any of the original tapes. So if I could find these in the store, I would definitely pick these up, and hopefully they're not $20 a piece. That would make me sad.
I would see these in the $9 range, $9-10.
Yeah, that would be perfect. If these 2 packs were each $10, that would be great. These are great little toys to fiddle with too. I mean,
is there a website we can look up how much these went for in the 80s?
Probably.
Okay.
Google.com.
Maybe somebody in our chat can do that because we're just too important to use Google right now.
Yeah, I mean, also, of course, these days, these things are if you show this to a kid, they're like, what is that? What do you use that for? Is that like a USB drive? So it's interesting that these are forever representing 80s technology.
Well, I mean, I'm wearing my transmission shirt today, and I've had to, every time I wear this shirt, I have to explain to my kid what a cassette is. and like what all the different
whether he
pieces
asks
mean.
or not.
No, he asks. He's like, what does this button do? What does this like? What does that circle mean and stuff? And I'm like, and today he was like, and how do you go to the next song? I'm like, oh, you couldn't do that.
Do you watch the cartoon with him at all?
Not yet.
Okay,
Probably starting this summer.
it'll be the best experience of your life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we just got through the original Star Wars movies, so I think he's ready for more stuff.
Your priorities are wrong.
We're going to Star Wars Celebration, so...
You only prove my point. Charles, what do you got, sir?
Continuing the Optimus Prime theme for this episode, I have some images of the Flame Toys Farai model IDW Optimus Prime. And so I think a lot of people have been anticipating this figure. I guess it's like a model kit that you put together. And like when I first saw images, I was not really interested. But seeing these like in-person images and seeing how posable it is, I can see the appeal. I can definitely. It's very stylized, almost like anime looking. But and if it's a model kit you put together, I can definitely see the appeal. Yoshi, what do you think of this picture here?
I agree with you. I certainly see the appeal. I think you know what? I got nothing negative to say. I see the appeal. I don't want one, but I get it. I get it.
All right, Jeremy, for a more detailed opinion.
I'm already on record as saying I want this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is in the vein of like the Gundam model kits, but for Transformers, and I think that it looks fantastic.
Cool.
I mean, this isn't their first model kit. They've done a number of these, but this is the first like IDW version.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great. You even have like little details. Like if you look through the windows, you can see the matrix, and he can do the hip thrust like apparently all figures are supposed to do. And yeah, I'm wondering if that kick, if he's actually balanced on that foot, or if they like have a hidden stand or something.
I have never seen a toy more in dire need of a chiropractor.
All right. Well, I also have another Optimus Prime figure to talk about. So last week we talked about the War for Cybertron Siege leader Optimus Prime, and we just had a couple of images. Now we have in-hand images, and all from several angles. I mean, we got the robot mode, we've got the inner robot mode, we've got the armored up robot mode, we've got the truck mode, we've got everything here, and we've also got comparisons with the original Transformers Cybertron from the Unicron trilogy figure, who looks to be quite a bit bigger than this figure. But you can definitely see how much the War for Cybertron Siege figure is homaging the Cybertron or Galaxy Force figure, I guess I should call them, to make it a little bit clearer. I also see this seems to be a very share a mold with that the Siege War for Cybertron Siege Ultra Magnus. I mean, it seems to be the trailer and the cab look very close to that design. And also it looks like this is the design that they used that they're going to use for the new IDW comic series, with like at least judging by the covers that they've shown Optimus Prime on, this looks to be his design. So Jeremy, what do you think of this figure?
I like it more than I hate it. When Siege was first announced, we gave it the line a lot of crap for basically being Earth modes on something that was supposed to be set on Cybertron. This is more of a space truck. So I got to give them points there. I like that they're homaging Galaxy Force, even though I never really got into that show. And they did a really good job. I mean, just like they did a good job with that Ultra Magnus. I still hate the old like paint that's supposed to be like dirt or whatever. I still think that's ridiculous looking. But otherwise, I mean, the figure looks pretty good. The combined mode, I think, is a little bit busy, but so was the original. But fans of Galaxy Force are now at that age where they're getting a more disposable income. People that grew up then. So I understand it. And, I'm sure they'll be happy to have this. It's a much better, probably much more posable figure than the original. But the inner robot, I think, looks pretty good. I really think the head that they did a great job with the head. It really reminds me of the G1 head. Mm-hmm. But I like it probably a little bit better than the original Siege Prime, but mainly just because it doesn't look so much like a G1 Earth truck on something that's supposed to be pre-war Cybertron. It also it does make me I know it's not directly related to it, but it does make me think a lot about Power Master Optimus Prime. It has the same kind of idea of the cab combining with the truck, the trailer part, and as armor. So and I think it works pretty well with this figure. The back of it, though, the back is horrible. yeah. Don't turn it in around. So only look at it from straight on from the front. Yoshi, what are your thoughts on this figure? Not your Optimus Prime.
No, I'm gonna echo exactly what Jeremy said, except I'm gonna reverse it. I hate it more than I like it. It's it really is a fucking busy thing to look at with your eyes, and I too am picking up the Power Master Prime vibe from it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, 2 against 1, you win, I guess.
Okay. I think we're just giving opinions. I don't think it's a competition.
Well, you started off with me giving my opinion, be like, you hate it, Yoshi. What else? And then I threw you a curveball, which was funny. Everybody laughed, and now we're moving on.
All right. Well, that's all our toy topics for this week. But we're not done because we do have a little bit of rapid fire toys led by Jeremy.
Absolutely, positively, definitely. Nobody can get the job done faster than I can. Nobody.
All right. So let's see how fast we can do this. We have some Toyhax updates. In this month's updates, this is for January, they have a kit for Siege Hound. They have another kit for Siege Sideswipe. They have some stuff for the new Siege Micromasters for COG that matches their Fort Max set. They have some stuff for the Bumblebee Movie Legends line. They have some Masterpiece stickers. They have 2 versions for the MP Datsuns, which is Prowl, Blue Streak, and Smokescreen, also for Sideswipe. These include cel-shaded windows. And last but not least here, they have X-Transbots Savant. They have a set for that. That is all the updates we have for Toyhax this month. And thanks again to them for sponsoring our monthly contest.
All right. And yeah, congratulations to Emmers. So maybe you'll want to check out some of these new stickers.
And Daryl, that is how rapid fire is fast.
All right. Well, that'll do it for toys. So let's move on to some trips to the store. This is where we show off all the awesome Transformer stuff we got this week. We do this as a video that you can see on YouTube, and you'll get to see all the stuff we got. Mostly toys from Daryl, but he's not here this week, so we'll try to have something interesting. And also, keep listening to the podcast because you'll hear the audio, hear us describe all our stuff in detail. But then you should pop over and to go to that YouTube video so you can see it too. So without further ado, trips to the store. All right, well, let's get into what we got this week. So Yoshi, we're going to start with you. What do you got?
Sure. There was no reason for me to buy this. I didn't need to buy it. I was at Walmart and they had the reissue Starscream, so I picked it up, waiting for somebody to notice that this is not the Walmart reissue Starscream.
It's not. I have one of those.
This was, when the fuck did this thing come out?
2004, 2005, something like that.
Yeah, 2002.
Oh.
Also, yoink.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no Megatron in this one. Instead of a Megatron, you get a really cool gold sticker. And classic art. And I think I'm going to end up giving this to my kid because she's really jonesing on Transformers right now. So, who knew? That's all I've got, Charles. It was pretty much a lie.
We figured that out. All right, I will go next. So a couple weeks ago, my wife and I celebrated our 20-year anniversary of being together. Not 20 years of marriage, but 20 years since our first date. This was a really fun gift. Something that I really wasn't expecting, but it's very soft and comfortable. This is a Bumblebee pillow, movie Bumblebee pillow, and it glows in the dark. So
it looks like a crop design, like crop circles.
You can see there's an Autobot symbol right in the middle of his forehead. But yeah, it's just it's a Bumblebee movie merchandise, but it's a nice soft plush pillow and very cute.
20 years, you say?
So that's what I got. Thank you, honey.
I got to proactively email her next year.
All right, Jeremy, what do you got?
All right. Well, the first thing is you guys showed this off last week. I got GoBots number 3. After too long, I made it to my comic book store. But also, this is something my kid got. I swiped it so I could have something else for the show. You remember those watches in the 80s that were transformable? I think Takara put them out, and then eventually they were Transformers branded.
Mm-hmm.
They made them for the live action movies. And my kid got one for Christmas as kind of a stocking stuffer type thing. So, I mean, it transforms the exact same way as the ones in the 80s, but this just has the movie version of Prime. And the head doesn't go all the way around. So.
Is this because you couldn't find coal for a stocking?
I didn't get this for him. Okay. I gave him bot pots in the stocking. But a funny thing about this being a live action movie, it can't do anything right. Plastic back is not water resistant. So this thing for a kid, but they're going to get wet, even if it's just washing their hands. You'll ruin it. But I think it was neat to see a watch like this because everyone had them in the 80s, and just to see that again, it does the same thing with how you kind of get it off of the watch. This is what we stoop to when Daryl's on the show.
Hey, it's still a Transformers toy.
It is, and it transforms. So, I mean, that's all I got this week.
All right. Well, that's it for trips to the store this week. All right, we're back from our trips to the store, and let's move on to convention news.
All right. In convention news this week, TF Nation has announced, quote, something you haven't seen before. This is it looks like a panel with Paul Hitchens from the Space Bridge and Rasmus Hardiker, who is listed as a film, TV, and Transformers G1 prototype guru. And they are going to go through rare and unreleased figures, variants, pre-production items, and they are also teasing something possibly from Takara's archive. This is going to be an exciting panel, but there's a strict no filming or photography policy in place. Typically, I think panels like this have that rule, but it kind of sucks for those of us that can't make it. But it is exciting to see something like this there. So if you're going to TF Nation, make sure you check it out. And that is convention news this week.
Cool. All right. Well, let's finish up the show with some feedback.
Thanks, Charles. And if you would like to leave us feedback, just head over to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback. There you've got oodles of ways to leave us feedback. And nobody's leaving us voicemails, so stop doing that.
We have a voicemail in alt mode.
Motherfucker. I really got to come to the pregame chat. Okay. First, we got an email from Irish Derek. And Irish Derek starts off by saying, "Hi, lads." Now, that's how we know he's Irish, because he called us lads. Hi, lads. Back again. Really enjoyed the Transformers selection on the last episode. It's a tough one to decide which Transformers I would pick to represent a podcast, but I gave it a shot. Charles would be Rodimus Prime, fun-loving leader of the podcast. Daryl, I think, Bulkhead or Snarl, big bots with bigger hearts. Jeremy, Wheeljack or Brainstorm, but Wreck-Gar seems a better choice. Yoshi, Gears or Whirl, but like how you all selected Starscream for Yoshi.
But he liked. We picked
Starscream for you.
Sorry, I'm feeling the strong dyslexia this evening for some reason. Surprised you didn't give Russian Yoshi a pick. I would have picked Cliff Jumper, the Sean Bean of Transformers. Hope you like my choices. Keep up the amazing podcast. Derek from Dublin, not to be confused with number one Derek, who is number one of the Dereks. They form Derekatron when they all get together, and it's quite the sight to see.
They have their own Derek convention.
Yes. They all get together. What's your name, Derek? Oh, duh. All right, we have another email from one Dr. Pants. Do you know Dr. Pants, Dr. Charles?
Yes, we met at TFCon Toronto last year.
I'm glad you got to do that. That's awesome. Dr. Pants writes, "Hey guys."
I also met Mrs. Dr. Pants there.
Did you?
So who wears the pants in that family?
They both do.
You mean they have an equal relationship?
I don't know. It was just a joke.
I have broken Charles.
Move on.
Dr. Pants says, "Hey guys, just wanted to write first and say that I've been loving all the episodes lately, particularly the guest episodes. Jimmers and Andrew Griffith were a hoot. I did have a question also. With the reveal of the leader, Optimus is an homage to Cybertron Prime, and Ultra Magnus Alt Mode was an homage to RID Magnus. What other figures do you think or hope might also get homaged in the Siege line? Might we get a Megatron that homages Energon? Personally, I'd love to see Starsaber that can work like a Wing Saber figure from Energon Cybertron and combine with Leader Prime, but I'm sure that's a pipe dream. Look forward to your answers, gents. Keep up the good work. Dr. Pants." And somebody who knows more about toys needs to answer this than me.
Of all the weeks for Daryl to be gone.
Right.
Well, I will say that one thing I would hope, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So with all the homages to Cybertronian modes, like we saw the Laserbeak that has a Cybertronian Laserbeak mode from the first episode of the original cartoon. Maybe we can get some more of those models. Like I remember, particularly in the first episode of the G1 cartoon, we had Jazz, Wheeljack, and Bumblebee all had Cybertronian modes. So could we get any of those guys having their modes from that first episode? I think that would be cool.
I think those are fairly likely. They're pretty popular characters, and like Wheeljack in particular, it's just a big box.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see. I don't know how they would do it, but War Within Grimlock had a very distinctive vehicle mode. And I would like to see that, but I'm not sure if they would go away from the T-Rex looking Grimlock since it seems to be so popular. But I would love to see them revisit that alternate mode.
Mm.
All right. Well, that's it for feedback this week, Charles.
All right. Well, that will do it for this episode of Transmissions. Thanks, everyone, for listening, and hope we satisfied your Transformers toy needs, even without our toy expert. But we tried our best. So we'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of Transmissions. But just because this episode is over doesn't mean the Transformers fun has to stop. Join us and other Transformers fans on our Discord chat server by visiting transmissionspodcast.com/discord. If you would like to learn more about how you could support the Transmissions Podcast, just visit transmissionspodcast.com/support. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you again next week.
I've already been to time.gov.
You know what we need to do, Jeremy? You need to take a screenshot of time.gov and put it on a t-shirt for the Transmission store.
Did you join Weight Watchers already?
No. I'm still obese over here. It hasn't stopped.
And I've regained all the weight that I lost from being sick. So I need to get sick again.
I think that's probably not a good weight loss strategy.
Computer, tell me a joke.
What do you call a dog magician? Abracadabrador.
Oh, that's bad. The audio level's good, but that joke was terrible.
Oh, I guess I'm playing the role of Daryl this week.
All right. Whoever is recording this podcast in the bathroom, please don't pee during the show.
Daryl. Today, Charles, your neck looks skinny. It's seriously, it sticks out. Not in a bad way. It's just your neck looks skinny.
Thank you.
I know, too, and I don't mean it in an insincere way, but I know when I piss you off before we start recording, and that I've pissed you off through the entire recording, that once I drop a skinny bomb, you're good. You're okay. You're like, it's all right. He's an asshole, but he's acknowledged that I've put in a lot of work.
Congratulations, Emers, for winning the January. The January
Should not win me. I am taken.
That one is too rare and valuable for us to give away.
Bullshit.